You were born high up in the rainforest canopy, clinging to your mom like a little furry mistake. You don't know much yet. Your tiny sloth brain can't process the world around you. You don't know where you are. You don't even know what you are. All you know is that falling is bad. So you cling. You hold on to your mother's fur like your life depends on it because it does. You're blind weak and about as coordinated as a broken puppet. And if you let go, well, let's just say gravity has zero patience for sloths. But don't worry, your mom is here to protect you, to teach you the ways of the sloth, to. Oh, wait, no, she's asleep again. Welcome to your new life. Month 1. Life as a baby sloth is pretty simple. You sleep about 20 hours a day, which sounds nice, but here's the problem. You're not sleeping because you want to. You're sleeping because you have no energy to do anything else. Your diet? Leaves. Nothing but leaves. And guess what? Leaves suck. They're low in calories, low in nutrients, and take forever to digest. You're basically running on the jungle, equivalent of expired lettuce. And because you have the metabolism of a dying phone battery, digesting one meal can take up to a month. Meanwhile, other jungle animals are running, climbing, flying, hunting, actually doing things with their lives. You're stuck in buffering mode. But hey, at least your mom is here to teach you how to survive, right? Nope. She's busy barely existing herself. And that's when you learn lesson number 1 of being a sloth. If you're slow enough, maybe danger won't notice you. Because here's the thing, everything else in the jungle moves faster than you. Snakes, faster, jaguars, way faster, sloths falling out of trees, technically fast, but only for about 5 seconds before they hit the ground and die. Which means if anything decides you look tasty, your best defense is hoping it gets bored before it eats you. It's not much, but it's all you've got. And somehow, natural selection took one look at you and just let it slide. Poor eyesight, no speed, no survival instincts. Yeah, you'll be fine. Month 6. One day, you try to move without your mom and immediately regret it. Your tiny claws designed for gripping are terrible at climbing. Every movement feels like you're fighting against gravity itself. Your legs tremble. You go 1 inch per minute, which in sloth time is practically light speed. Then you slip. Luckily, your reflexes, or more accurately, your inability to let go of things, kick in and you manage to grab a branch on the way down. Crisis averted. Barely. And that's when you learn lesson number 2 of being a sloth. Gravity is your biggest enemy. At this point, you're starting to realize something. Every single part of life is working against you. Moving, exhausting, eating, pointless, climbing, a death sentence waiting to happen, and yet somehow you're still alive. For now. Year 1 by now, you're getting the hang of sloth life, which means you've mastered the only 3 activities that matter. Hanging onto a branch, slowly eating leaves, napping through all of your problems. But there's one part of sloth life that defies all logic. It's time to go to the bathroom. Now, you'd think a sloth, an animal that spends its entire life in trees, would just relieve itself from the branches. Nope. Instead, you have to climb down all the way to the jungle floor, the most dangerous place possible, where snakes, jaguars, and eagles are literally waiting for you. And why? Scientists don't know. Some say it helps fertilize the trees. Others think it's to mark territory. But one thing is clear, pooping is the number 1 cause of sloth deaths. That's right, half of all sloth deaths happen while pooping. Just imagine if half of all humans died on the toilet. That's the level of stupidity we're dealing with. And yet somehow you survive. You haul yourself back up the tree 1 inch at a time and return to your usual routine, which is to say, absolutely nothing. Year 2. At this point, you're technically an adult. Not that it means much. You don't feel stronger, faster, or smarter. You just feel slightly bigger and even more tired. Your daily routine is still the same. Find leaves, chew them at the speed of continental drift, fall asleep halfway through chewing. Meanwhile, other animals in the jungle are actively avoiding predators, building nests, raising families. You, you've spent the last 2 years doing the jungle equivalent of buffering. Even if you live long enough to grow old, you'll probably die just by losing your grip while sleeping. That's right, gravity wins in the end. And that's how it ends. So, my dear unfortunate soul, welcome to your new life as a sloth, a life of slow motion, terrible decisions, and the constant looming threat of falling to your doom. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go watch literally any other animal do something impressive.